months since I've done anything on the sawmill. So the first thing I need is to get some 4x4s cut so I can stack the lumber properly that I have to cut. I started the sawmill up just a minute or two ago. Started right up started as fast as it would have started if I was using it every day. I also have the backhoe running. You guys know I like leaving everything run, so I'm not killing batteries trying to start it every time I move something. Welcome to my channel if you're new. I appreciate you signing up to watch my videos. And I'm trying to get started now for the season of cutting. So I'm going to put a maple log on here, and then I'm going to use that to cut the 4x4s that I need. So it's I think 8th of April if I'm not mistaken. So it's a little earlier than I thought we would have nice weather. I mean, I'm not even wearing a shirt, just a t-shirt. So pretty lucky. So anyway, guys, that's where we're at. I hope my camera's showing my face here, but anyway, let me get the log on here and we'll start cutting. Okay, guys, so I've got a couple hemlock logs here on the pile. This one is a maple one right here. So I'm going to cut that up. Now this maple's not looking real good to me, so I'm not going to worry about using this maple. I got this maple here from a neighbor. The tree has a big split in it, got a Y in it, a couple twists and turns. So it'll probably be good for 4x4s, but it's not going to be good for what I would consider furniture lumber. So I'm going to take this one first, get this on the bunk, and then we'll start to cut that. Okay guys, so I have the log on there. I gotta measure it and stuff and see what I can get out of it. But you can see what I said about a split there in the log. So I'll get a couple 4x4s out of it for my stacking purposes, and that's really all I need to worry about right now, because I just want to get some 4x4s so I can start to stack lumber. I have furring strips somewhere, not furring strips, but sticks for between the boards. I have them somewhere, probably in the greenhouse. I can grab a bunch of them and bring them out later, but I just want to cut the 4x4s now and get this over with. So this thing is 13 inches in diameter, but like I say, it's got a split down it. So I'm going to just have to take it easy with it to see what I can get out of it. I should get a 9x9 can out of it, and if I do, you know, that'll be good for 4x4s. So I'm just going to cut this and see what happens here. Yeah, it's 15 inches at this end. I think I'll raise this up 1 inch. because he'll cut them into firewood. Saw's cutting real good. I had sharpened that blade right before I quit in October last year. So it's doing a good job cutting. Looks like it's nice and flat and everything. So I wanted to get 9 inches wide because it should be a 9-inch can. As long as I can get 8 inches, I'm okay with it. Down in here to get some decent wood. this is the 4th season for the saw, and it's actually in pretty good running order. I have no problems with it. I had changed the oil in the air cleaner prior to wrapping it up for the winter, so it would be ready for when I started. So it's working good. Show you this log, how bad it is. You can see there, got to try and get out of there what I can. Now the boards I need only need to be 4 feet long, so I can get them out of this end up here. But we'll see what we can get out of this. I don't mind telling you that I'm already getting tired. The winter was pretty long, a lot of snow this year, and I wasn't doing a lot of work. So I was actually having some stomach problems, and it all stems back to having diabetes. So I've been working on that with the doctor, and it seems to be working out pretty good. Alright, so that's a nice cut, but like I say, the boards are not what they ought to be for anything really good. But that's okay because I'm not using it for that. All I want is 4x4s out of this thing. Well, we know the bottom has a big split in it, so if I cut this top off as thin as I can, and it looks fairly good, then I'll probably just get the 4x4s off the top of this. Yeah, this top here, this cut looks pretty nice. So I'm going to go down 4 inches for 4x4s. That's actually 8 inches wide, but we know the bottom 4 inches isn't too good. Wide, so I can take a little extra off of that. We got some ants in there. See, that bottom board's not too great, so I'll be giving that whole thing to the neighbor. Go get some ant killer. I'll be back in a second. Now, it's not normal for me to get a lot of ants, even in the dead of summer. This particular tree, actually my neighbor's property over there, this is probably the third or fourth log that I had got from him. He's about a mile from me, that had ants in it. His forest doesn't seem very healthy over there for some reason. I'm not sure why. But these 4x4s will work good for the holding the boards up high enough for me to get the forklift underneath them. And that's what I need. By the end of the day, these things will be completely dead, the ants will be gone. So, and even though the corner of that thing's not too bad, I can still use that just to hold up the lumber that I'm going to put on it. So don't be surprised when you go to cut wood if you get a couple of, you know, ants and stuff in it. I mean, this is not for any kind of woodworking project. It's just kind of rotted in the middle. But the outside edges would be good to hold up the boards so that I can pick them up and move them. So in case you're wondering, this is what I use, Raid Ant Killer. This stuff works good. It almost kills them instantly. I mean, you can see they're winding around there, dying. There should be no doubt that having ants in your lumber can cause you some real grief, but I don't really have any problems with them, except for something like this. But I'll let this stuff sit here and dry a little bit. The ants will die off of there, and then I'll cut them up into 4-foot lengths. Just to give you an idea of what's going on here, you can see the sawmill, or I mean the kiln, is at 130 degrees, and it's about 10% moisture in there. That lumber's more than dry, very good, in very good shape. And I just wanted to show you something else too. We're going to look at the edge of this. I had to pick up a new moisture meter. Now, these aren't the greatest meters there are, and they're quite expensive right now. Everything since this virus has been around seems to have gone up pretty much in price. Everybody's trying to get back the money that they lost. But I just want to just show you here. This is down to 10%. Now I want to do this top one here. 17. This is 12. Now these were sitting outside all winter, and there was 20 inches of snow laying on top of these when it melted the other day. So the moisture content's a little bit higher than what you would think, but actually it's lower than what we normally have around here. In Pennsylvania, we really have, in where I am, we normally have like 19%. That's what wood dries to outside because of the rain we have and things like that. So this is 10 and 12, 15% on the top, 17%. Not all that bad for sitting out, you know, all winter. The stuff that's inside the kiln, that's really reduced itself down pretty well, you know. I haven't been in there with the gauge to check it. You're probably looking at 3 to 6% on that wood. And the fans have been running all winter, even not at night, but I'm saying they've been running to keep things moving in there, and that's good. Phew. Okay guys, I just wanted to tell you that, I just wanted to tell you that that's the first log I've cut since October. And most of you know that because of watching my channel. I'm going to be making a video a week right now. If things get better for me, then I'll make a couple videos during the week. But right now I'm going to make one a week. So I think today's Wednesday? It's either Wednesday or Thursday. But anyway, I'll be making more videos and stuff, one a week at least, and I'll be putting them up. I can't wait to start cutting some of this hemlock to see what it's going to look like. I have a bunch of hemlock trees I need to cut down. I haven't cut them down yet, and I'm going to do that probably the remainder of this week and a part of next week. So, you know, if you want to watch you'll be seeing me cut hemlock over the next couple of days, or months I should say. But anyway, yeah, so part of the reason I haven't been cutting is I haven't really been feeling all that great because my diabetes, I have diabetes, and what happened was the insulin that I normally take completely stopped working for me. Now I've been taking that insulin for around 25 years, and it was working pretty good up until December, and then it just wasn't cutting me back at all. So I was at the doctor this morning, and he prescribed a different kind of insulin that I've already tried, and it works, so that's what I'll be getting. But anyway, that's my story for the winter. We did have even though we had a lot of snow, probably 70 inches, I would say, 72 inches. The first 28 came, in the beginning, and then it rained the next day and washed it away down to 4 inches of ice. So we had that ice underneath the snow all that time, which was a pretty big nuisance. But we managed to handle it and get through, with what we were trying to do. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching my videos. And this is the first of many I'm going to put up the rest of this summer. So just hang in there, and I'll get some more better videos up. I just wanted to get some of those boards cut so I have a place to put the planks that I'm going to cut out of this hemlock. So if you have any questions, ask them. I usually answer all the questions. A little sluggish at getting going, and I can honestly tell you right now at the moment I feel beat. Just jumping in and out of the backhoe, moving the stuff, getting the chains together and stuff. When you get to be this age, it kind of tires you out a little bit, and I need to get rid of this somehow, and I haven't been able to. So have a good one, guys, and I'll talk to you later.